Very warm welcome to our Green Cool School Network webinar. We want to present today the results of our ongoing Erasmus Plus project. And we are very, very happy that we will also have the opportunity to, hand over some awards, some Green Cool Schools awards to schools from different countries. And we will also have an outlook on our ongoing initiatives and ongoing activities concerning Green Cool Schools. And we are happy to announce that we will have the possibility to further work on the topics of greening schools all over Europe. We are very happy that we will also have the opportunity to further continue and enlarge our network within a new Erasmus Plus project. We will talk about that a little bit later. Our project Green Cool School is an initiative that started a couple of years ago. Our first projects we had the chance to implement in Austria based on some national funds and national funded research projects where we worked on greening at schools. And starting back in 2021, we started together with our partners from Prospektika and also Umweltprojekte in Germany. So Prospektika is located in Spain and Umweltprojekte is located in Germany. We started with European projects and we started to expand our Green Cool School initiative coming from Austria also on the European scale. We are very happy that we managed to start with Erasmus Plus funding, and our first project was about learning and teaching materials. We started to develop our Green Cool Schools.eu website, which is a multilingual website. And in our current project, the networking project, we started to connect with schools. And we have also included 3 schools from Germany, Austria, and also Spain in our consortium. You can see those schools also on the bottom line of our slides. And we did some excursions. We were very happy that our Spanish and German colleagues and also the teachers came to Vienna, and we had a field trip in Vienna and in Lower Austria, and could really see how greenings at schools have been implemented. And our main aim is also to connect teachers from various regions and also to share experiences. And within our ongoing project, we also asked schools to submit their greening initiatives. We will hear about that specific part of our project later on. And to introduce to you also the core project team, I would point out Jelena. She's a project manager working at BNK and is also responsible for the coordination of our Green Cool School initiatives and networking activities. Eugenia and Borja from Spain. Maybe you can also say a short hello or just wave. Our colleagues from Spain, and you are responsible also for the networking activities in Spain and also doing evaluation and supporting. And Tillmann is also here. He's from Germany, and he will talk about the criteria a little bit later on so that we know what really is the definition of Green Cool Schools. Well, the next slide is an overview about our current ongoing Erasmus Plus project. We have the duration until the end of this month. So a couple of days to come. And as I have mentioned, the focus is really to connect teachers from different countries, share good practices, and we also defined really the criteria. We will hear about that later on. I think one of our achievements within the Green Cool School network is that we started to expand our international network. We have collected lots of inspiring green initiatives, and we will have the ceremony, the awarding ceremony, a little bit later today in the webinar. Yeah, as I've mentioned, we are 3 schools joining in the Green Cool School Network project and 3 non-school partners from 3 countries. And we are very happy with the next slide that we have also got a grant from Erasmus Plus for a large-scale project. So it's really a huge project. We started back in December last year, and our project Green Cool School Grow Europe will last until June 2027. And the focus of that large-scale project, and that project that consists of lots of work packages, is that we want, on one hand, further develop the teaching material that we have started to develop in previous projects. We want to further develop the material and also translate the material in new languages. We have now, with that Green Cool School Grow Europe, enlarged our consortium and included also Hungary and Ireland in our consortium. So the teaching material will be translated also in Hungarian language and also in Irish language. And we will also have a focus on developing of building instructions for school greening. So we want, on one hand, really show how it is possible to integrate the topics of green cool schools into the teaching activities, but also we want to support schools when they really want to implement and to build greenings at their schools. Therefore, we will want to develop at least 15 different building instructions, and our aim and our idea is that these building instructions really present hands-on and hands-on guidance for schools in the style of a step-by-step instruction and guideline how to build, for instance, raised beds, or how to further work on composting at schools and so on. So that's really something where we really want to bring in to implement the greening into practice. And we also have enriched our consortium and included several more schools. So we have at least 2 schools per country. So we have 2 schools from Austria, 2 schools from Germany, 2 from Hungary, 2 from Ireland, and 2 from Spain. So altogether, we are quite huge consortium, and we have, as I've mentioned, just started to work, and we are very happy that we will also have the possibility to conduct further webinars. So you will also receive the invitations to further webinars, and we will also conduct webinars in local languages so that we can spread the Green Cool School network all over Europe, but also on the country-specific levels, that teachers and supporters and people who are engaged in the Green Cool School area and initiative, that they can really join and work together. And we will also continue with our awarding. So what you hear today and what we will award today, so the schools that will be awarded today, we will continue that activity, and we will also award a Green Cool School next year in January and also in 2027. So we are happy that it's really possible to further work on these activities and initiatives with the help of Erasmus Plus funding. Pass on to Tilman, who will now present the criteria to you.
As a part of the Green Cool Schools Network project, we have developed a set of 10 criteria that describe our idea of a Green Cool School. The criteria are supplemented by explanations and instructions for implementation. Criteria 1 describes the deliberately quite low hurdle for joining the network. Criteria 2 to 10 describe long-term development goals. So far, the criteria are available in the languages of the GCS Net project, which means English, Austrian, German, Spanish, and Basque. The criteria will be published on our website shortly. We can already provide them as PDF. Criteria number 1 is the school has declared its membership in the network and at the same time committed itself to the development goal of a green cool school. This is the entry criterion for our network. It is deliberately kept very simple because we want to take along schools that are still at the very beginning of development. The following criteria describe long-term development goals. Number 2, the school has made a formal decision in which it sets its own goals for a green cool school. This decision should be announced, for example, at the school website. It is then a public commitment that the school can hardly stand behind. With such a decision, greening is no longer a private matter for individual active teachers, but a mission for the entire school. Next slide, please. Number 3, the school has set up a green team that coordinates the development process to become a green cool school and, if necessary, also oversees individual initiatives. This criterion is about identifying tasks and distributing them sensibly. A green team can or should include teachers, of course, but maybe also caretakers or students, as well as parents and external partners if possible. This team mainly has a coordinating role. The implementation of individual tasks should then be distributed among as many hands as possible. A well-positioned team can also counteract the risk of a valuable initiative dying out if, for example, a dedicated teacher retires. Number 4, the school has carried out an inventory of green issues, in particular the school ground, its use, and animal and plant species and biotopes. Such an inventory can help to identify existing ecological treasures, perhaps songbirds, bats, hedgehogs, or protected insects, and, for example, plants or biotopes that provide them with food or habitat. In addition, various non-green usage requirements for the site must be taken into account, such as space for children to move around, the fire department access, storage facilities for bicycles, and possibly parking places for car also have their justification. But all of this can be designed more or less green. And perhaps finally, there are also cable or pipe routes that should be kept clear in any case of greening. Number 5, the school has implemented measures to maintain and expand greenery in the outdoor area on or in the school building. With it, the school has included areas and ideas, wishes and demands of students, also age and gender specific. Even a green school is, first and foremost, a living space for people who learn or work there. Normally, schools are planned by adults. It is important to us that the ideas, wishes, and demands of students are appropriately taken into account. Age and gender specific aspects should also be taken into account. Perhaps younger students want more space for intensive play, but older students want places for retreat and communication in smaller groups. As teacher, you are sure to be familiar with pedagogical methods and formats that are suitable for this kind of participation process. This approach goes far beyond greening. It strengthens personal responsibility and serves as a practical educational experience in sustainability and participation. Point B, the school promotes nature and biodiversity. Green Cool Schools is not about beautifying the school. Instead, a variety of plants, greenery elements, and habitats should be created or preserved if already existing. That meets the location and other usage requirements. These include, for example, native and site-appropriate plants, food plants for insects and songbirds, fruit trees or vegetable beds in the school garden. The buildings, the facades or roofs can be greened as well. And finally, C, the school applies relevant principles of sustainable procurement. These include, for example, locally or regionally produced products, long-lasting materials, items made from recycled materials, non-toxic or low-solvent paints, and the avoidance of tropical wood. This task typically cannot be solved by a teacher or by a green team. The procurement department of the school or the responsible municipality must be involved. And from my point of view, the greening initiatives honored today and many others on our platform demonstrate a variety of ways to implement this and the next criteria. The school greenery is used for teaching purposes. Schools are first and foremost places of learning for the younger generation. Every school initiative, including Green Cool Schools, should therefore also be able to answer how it contributes to the school's educational goals. In addition, as teachers, you are primarily paid for your educational work, so the better you combine Green Cool School activities with your lessons, the lower the risk that this commitment will eat up your free time. And finally, it is fantastic for your students when lessons are not just held with books and worksheets, but also connected to real life. Use in teaching includes not only subject lessons, but also the following subpoints. Not only subject lessons, but also project days or weeks, elective courses, study groups, or a green classroom. The network offers exchange and support for this purpose. The criterion is specified by the following two subpoints. A, the school includes technical and interdisciplinary perspectives, and B, the school includes sustainability aspects, just like the sustainability development goals. We refer you to the greening initiatives that will be presented today and to our platform, which already provides a set of teaching materials. Number 7, the school maintains networking and exchange with other schools on Green Cool School topics. We strongly advise you not to remain alone with your ideas, your questions, good deeds, successes, and problems. Seek exchange with suitable partners in order to advance your Green Cool Schools together. This can involve individual tips, but also, for example, information about speakers or training courses, the exchange of training concepts, the exchange of teaching concepts, teaching materials or plans, mutual visits, or joint activities. Our network offers an opportunity for this, and you are very welcome. You may find further opportunities for exchange in the context of school partnerships, regional networks for education for sustainable development, or other Erasmus projects. Number 8, the school carries out public relations work for its development into a green cool school. The idea is spread green topics, by that promote transformation towards sustainability and shape future for your students. Gain recognition and new opportunities of support. For instance, when a well-written newspaper article about the last greening initiative makes the rounds among school staff or in your local community. The school, number 9, the school authority, the education system or other supporters provide appropriate resources for the development of a green cool school. The school management, the school authority, or even higher level bodies in the education system should value your work and reliably support it. It should not be your job or that of the green team to also acquire all the resources you need yourself. But you can try to gain additional support. Sponsors can provide not only money, but also material resources or labor. And there are also foundations and funding programs for initiatives like yours outside the educational system. In a well-established education system, the regular work performance should also be recognized, for instance, by particular active teachers having 1 hour to teach less. And finally, in number 10, the long-term development with continuous improvements is ensured in a meaningful way. For example, regularly question your school values and goals, your activities and results, your structures and resources, and then plan your next development stage based on this. Ideally, the criteria should trigger specific effects for different target groups. Genau. The criteria should help active and interested teachers to orient themselves with regard to the goals of the network. They also serve as quality proof with which the seriousness and attractiveness of the network can be justified. For example, when you discuss with the teaching staff or your school management. The criteria should encourage the school management and schools to reflect on their own mission statements and development goals. By joining the network, the schools then commit themselves to a green development path. In relation to our network, the participation of schools that seriously and strategically want to position themselves more green shall be encouraged. Next slide, last slide, please. Okay, thank you. The criteria serve as a guide for the network schools for their own development and for a successful presentation at the annual Green Cool Schools Awards. As part of these awards, we may ask you for evidence. For instance, please send us pictures, but we will not carry out any on-site checks. A very broad target group is the education system, stakeholders, supporters, and the public. Our idea is the existence of a European network and the commitment of schools to its demanding criteria is used as an argument to obtain national or regional funding and support for green cool schools, even beyond the 2027 project horizon. And finally, the criteria serve ourselves, the Green Cool Schools project community, as a quality standard internally. In the new project, we would like to support schools by, among other things, using the criteria to generate topics for workshops, webinars, or articles on the website. Thank you.
We will further continue with the Green Initiative submission process. Jelena.
Thank you. Yeah, the next part are the Green Initiative submission process. So there are 3 steps. At the beginning of the project, we created an online questionnaire with questions about the schools and their green initiatives. And once the questionnaire was online on our website, we reached out to schools within our network and invited them to submit their initiatives. And we are very happy to share that a total of 44 projects were submitted by 20 different schools. And in the second phase, the voting was open for the submitted projects. So the registered users could vote for their favorite project. The voting lasted about a month. And once again, thank you to everyone who voted for the favorite projects. And then finally, in the last step, the projects that received the most votes were reviewed by an expert jury, and they evaluated them based on the criteria we just presented earlier. Yeah, and yes, so we have a lot of projects. This shows that schools have a strong interest in this important topic, greening. And all of the submitted projects are still available on our website for registered users. So if you're not registered now and you want to see all the submitted projects, we will show you later how you can register on our website. And this big collection of projects is a chance to showcase sustainability efforts and encourage others. So we have a lot of different projects, and it's truly inspiring. Like you can see a variety of greening initiatives. Here are some pictures. So from insect hotels and balcony gardens to, I don't know, workshops or field trips outside or a vegetable garden. So you can see there are a lot of different projects, and we hope these initiatives will serve as a idea or inspiration and motivation for other schools who want to start their own green projects. Yeah, but now I think it's time to reveal our winning projects. Yeah, Eugenia, do you want to take over? We have like every country extra. So
Good. Okay, thank you, Jelena. So I am Eugenia. I work at Prospectica, and I'm the partner from Spain who has been working in these projects. So I have the privilege today to announce the winners. It's an honor, and I will do so country by country. I will announce the winners, and then if a speaker or a representative of the school is here today, they can present their project. But first, let me announce the winners, and then I will give the floor to the winners. So let's see. First country is in Spain. The winner is the project Our Green Playground, and it's a project by the primary school Emperador Carlos V, and they are in Getafe. It's near Madrid in Spain. So very nice project, and we will hear about it in a minute. Let's see who the winner is in Austria. Yay! So in Austria, the winner is, let me see if I can pronounce this, Mobile Planstoffe für Innenräume, which approximately means mobile plant troughs, which are plant boxes, but for indoor spaces. And the project is by a school, the PMS Caronten, and they are based in Klagenfurt in Austria. So congratulations for winning the award in Austria. And now let's see who the winner is in Germany. Yay! In Germany, we've got Schulen baut euch auf. And this means more or less in English, schools rise up with trees. So this is a project by the school for Aachener Gesamtschule, and they are based in Aachen in Germany. And congratulations too for winning the award. And so now I would like to give the floor to the speakers, to the owners, let's say, of these projects. Emma, who is the director of the school, should be here presenting her project. But if she's not, then I will do my best to present these. Okay. So the project is, as I was saying, a primary school based in Getafe. Getafe is a city in the municipality, very near the municipality of Madrid. So this is their school. And 2 years ago, they built a small garden, the small garden that you see here, and also some raised beds and so on. And they started it's a particular case because they started using the garden sometimes during science classes. They just went outside to have the class outdoor, and they started doing this, and then they realized that the children were very happy with that format of being outside, and also realized that the students, the children, the kids liked to work in the garden. So it's also kind of a project of inclusion, because some kids during recess or whatever, they don't want to play with the other kids, or rather they stay in the classroom or whatever. So they decided that these kids could benefit from being outdoors and being in the garden. So these kids started to work in the garden, and this gave very nice results, not only because of the gardening, but also because the kids were feeling better. And then so from that moment on, they decided that this was the Green Playground project. And they also have a group of students who is called the Green Patrol, not the Paw Patrol, but the Green Patrol. And they make sure that everything is cleaned up, and that there are no weeds and no waste around the garden, and so on and so forth. So they take care of the garden, and also creating things such as plant containers and things like that. So it's a nice project because it's also like a social project, not only a greening project. And here you can see some pictures of the garden. And so there's the kids planting things. And so basically that's what the project is about. And now let's see Austria, the school in Austria. Would you be willing to present your project, either speaking or presenting a PowerPoint presentation if you have one?
Okay, I hope you can hear and see me. Nice to see you all. And we are very happy and proud to be one of the 3 winners. And Mrs. Clay, my team partner and colleague of the ECO team, will present you our project. Okay, I hope you can hear and see me. Nice to see you all, and we are very happy and proud to be one of the 3 winners. And Mrs. Clay, my team partner and colleague of the OeCO team, will present you our project.
After creating a green courtyard at our school, involving the pupils in planting and taking care of different plants, we also wanted to create green learning areas indoors. And our main aim was to bring nature inside and improve the learning atmosphere and facilitate a relation to plants and recognizing the importance of a green environment. So here you can see some pictures of our outdoor courtyard. First of all, we visited Gartenwelt Kropfitsch. It's a garden center in Klagenfurt with a nursery to get information about different plants and their cultivation. And the pupils also had the chance to tell us what they would have liked. And then 5 portable planters were made of wood and boards and decorated with macrame and were designed, planned, and built. Yeah, Michael Buchmann, a colleague, supported the building process with valuable ideas and know-how as he is a carpenter. And also Sabine Taylor helped with the creative process and the macrame decorations that you can see there. And later plants were selected and planted by the pupils using different soil and plant pellets. And moreover, all activities involved pupils of an inclusion class who were all active in the planning and working process, showing their individual handicraft skills as well as social competencies in planning, building, decorating, planting, and helping others. Yeah, what were the goals? Here you can see a picture of how it is working right now. And the goals were to raise the awareness for the importance of plants and the protection of natural environment, not only outside, but also inside. And we involved pupils in planning and building portable planters to grow climbing plants, ornamental plants, and to create learning areas, and also to show pupils how they can get involved in saving the environment by cultivating and taking care of plants, as well as feeling responsible for nature. Yeah, the green team who was involved and who is responsible for the plants outdoors and indoors. Yeah, the head of the green team in charge is Petra Gaggel, and there is a collaboration between pupils of 2 inclusion classes at our school who are responsible for watering and taking care of the plants inside and outside. Yeah, and especially in spring and autumn, there is also a focus on planting, weeding, and harvesting in small groups, especially outside, to provide pupils with the needed knowledge about their activities and also in the green courtyard. And there is an ongoing project with the HTL Mössinger Straße. It's a technical college in Klagenfurt who helped us build moisture meters for the planters inside. Prototypes are already implemented. However, there is still some work in progress concerning an app-based control system for watering the plants. Yes, and also there is an upcoming project, a follow-up project, maybe also an expansion of this idea outside for the courtyard, a small irrigation system working with solar collectors. This is like what's coming up next. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Petra and your colleagues for this wonderful project, and congratulations on winning the award. Now we've got the winner in Germany. Could you please present your project?
All right, here we go. Yeah, thank you very much for giving me the chance to present our green project. Unfortunately, I did it in German, but so there's some wee challenge, but I would, of course, translate. All this started off with a big demonstration last year because 12 schools participated in a star-like demonstration to the town hall. Here you can see students talking to our mayor. They present their demands, global demands, how to improve their schools. And our school has a major role here in Aachen, trying to connect schools in getting students active, trying to pronounce what they want to achieve, how they want to improve their schools. And this was a major event. We are a global goals school, or have been since 2018, and we try to connect schools. And this has been an ongoing process for 5 years now. And this was just a peak. And one of the demands of our schools was, or of the students of our schools was, that our school should be greener than it has been before. So this was the starting point for this. You might not really recognize it on the left image, but we also invited many regional NGOs. So to give students or teenagers an idea how they can participate, not just in school, but locally. And there's quite a variety of NGOs where teenagers can take part. Our slogan on the left side, Schulen bäumt euch auf. It's hard to translate. Let's rear up. There's some protest, but it's some kind of charming protest, I would say, when teenagers say so. And the question is, what do you really want to have of a school ground like? And we would like to green our walls. We would like to have hedges, of course, trees and benches. We have even developed some terraces where students could sit. And of course, they would like to have a green classroom outside, as was just presented with the former example here. And Trinkbrunnen, they would like to have drink fountains on the floor. Yeah, things we Germans learn from people in Spain and in Italy, that you have to have a fountain to feel well. So, and we would like to have a fountain as well, which is hard because yeah, it's not always recognized as needed. Was läuft sonst? What else is happening? So we do have classes that occupy themselves with the global with global topics, with global environmental topics from year 5 to 8 and 9 and 10. They developed certain fountains which we could have on a school ground, though it's difficult to get the city into our pocket that they support this idea because it's expensive. Nevertheless, we are creating a network, and we are in a city where we have a green mayor, and they would like to have a carbon neutral city in 2030, which is difficult, but still, well, there are many people in public who support the idea of having green schools, who support the idea of having a drinking fountain in school. In the next term, we intend to measure climate on the school ground. We have cooperations with several companies who would support us in doing so. We still have to think of how we can put this into lessons. Of course, we do have a school garden. We have regular lessons where students learn to, learn to. I'm looking for the word. How to plant. But when we really want to build something on the school ground, we might need a certain period of time, maybe for 1 month, where we leave our normal structure of lessons and might need different kind of workshops for this. What we did last year, we had a foundation of a greening concept. So many people are involved in this. Unfortunately, this flow chart is in German now, but you can see that we cooperate with the university. We cooperate with parents, foundations, several local NGOs, the school authorities, sponsors. It's a long way, but it's a very useful way to have many people who support us, because the city itself can't finance such a big project. It's too difficult for them. but we definitely hope to no, we definitely hope to have such a strong public vote that we can finance our greening project. Well, what you see, who cares? We are taking small steps and big steps. What you see here is a walking tree. You can, it's a tree on wheels. It's not just a fun for the children to have a walking tree and to give it a license plate, but it's also something which we would like to do in the this year or in the next term. We would like to have walking trees and carry them to other schools to spread the idea of school greening. So there would be another demonstration that our idea of greening and might be taken over by other schools here. And I think the network we have gives us a great chance that other schools too, who would like to green their schools as well, take over some ideas. And this is what we need. When you see we have such a huge network we develop, other schools don't have the chance to develop such a network. But when this has been established once, it can be used with other schools as well. There might be one slide missing, actually, but it's just anyway. It's just a short impression of how many people need to cooperate to make such a beautiful thing possible. And I would like to thank you for having the chance to present, and I'm very grateful, for the honor we received today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin. First of all, a wonderful project, and also for the big efforts in spreading the news, raising awareness, mentioning how important collaboration and support is. So this is huge. So congratulations on your project. Congratulations on winning this award. To all three winners, this was the virtual ceremony, but you will receive, if you not have received yet, a physical award as well. So surprise, surprise, you will also get that physical award. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to all 44 initiatives that were presented in our project. I think Tillman has a question.
We will present these schools and their initiatives publicly at our website.
Exactly. So the 44 projects that have been submitted are accessible for the registered people. So you have to log in to see the 44 projects, let's say. But these 3 projects, since they are the winners, they will be at the homepage of the website, let's say it. So everybody will access it without the need to register. So they will be more visible, let's say, than the others. But if you are a registered user, then you can access all 44 initiatives to get inspired and to perhaps deploy a similar project or a project that you're interested in. You can take a look, get inspired, and then do the projects in your school.
Many thanks also from my side to all the submitted projects and initiatives, and I'm very happy that we have seen and heard now about how Green Cool Schools really work in practice, and I'm very impressed about all the different activities we have heard today. Now we are just coming to the end of our webinar. I want to give again a short outlook of to our now new project, Green Cool Schools Grow Europe. We, as I have mentioned, we build on our activities and we want to further deepen our training materials. We want also to develop building instructions that really help schools to implement greenings at their schools. And we will further work on the awarding and we have the possibility for next year. So in January next year, it will be also possible for schools to to apply or to submit their initiatives, and we will also award Green Cool School 2026, and we will award Green Cool Schools 2027. And now also the invitation to all participating teachers and supporters to register on our website. So whenever you register or when you are registered on our website, you have access to all submitted initiatives. So we would really like you to or to ask you to register on our website, so then you have insights and you can see all those different initiatives. You get inspiration. You can also check if there are initiatives, green initiatives in your neighborhood. So it's also then possible to network also on a local level. And you can also get some inspiration for starting your own Green Cool School project at your school. And then in the upcoming month, it will also be possible to submit initiatives. And as I have mentioned, we will do an awarding ceremony in beginning of next year, so in 1 year's time, and it will be in the same procedure as Jelena has presented. We will ask schools to submit their initiatives on our website. Then we will also have the voting phase where all people who are registered on the website can vote for different projects, and then we will have a jury that will just check with the Green Cool School criteria. And as I have mentioned, we will have an awarding ceremony next year. So it's now again the invitation to register on the website to have access to the background information on the initiatives and projects. And we also invite you to subscribe to our newsletter. We have the newsletter in different languages, so you can also select for the international and also for your country-specific newsletter, and then you will be informed about our upcoming activities. And as I have mentioned, we will also have networking activities, webinars on the European level in English, and there will also be webinars and exchange meetings at the local level. So also in the languages of the participating countries, Austria, Germany, Spain, Hungary, and Ireland, so that we also have the possibility to build up local networks and to spread the idea of green cool schools all over Europe. So we have a question. How can I know if my school is registered? On the website, you register with your email address, and then you can also name your school, and in the case your school is already registered or named in our on our website, then we will contact you so that you also know that another partner or another teacher has already registered your school. But I will also hand on to Jelena. She's also very much into all those registration processes.
You're right, Bente. So more than one teacher can register for one school. So all of the teachers can be registered, but I don't know, you could look at the list of submitted initiatives and see if there is one project of your school, but the school itself cannot register on our website.
We have different ways how to stay in contact and to stay in touch with us. Either you drop us an email. Our email address, our joint email address is info@greencoolschools.de. greencoolschools.eu. So please send us an email whenever you have some further questions or you need more information. Then register our newsletter, as I've mentioned before, and we are also using different social media channels, Facebook and Instagram. So you can also join us on these social media accounts, and all our webinars, and sometimes in different languages, in German or also in English, are available on our YouTube channel. And we will also have this webinar also with the ceremony of our Green Cool School 2025 awarding school winners. That will also be available on our YouTube channel, and you are also very much welcome also to like and to share these social media channels.
Thank you for your attention.
We are very happy to see you in our next webinars.
Thank you.
All the best, and thank you very much for supporting the Green Cool School initiatives.